In this video, we're going to talk about how the modern NHLers are shooting and how that's related to tennis and golf and other rotational sports. So I've talked about it many times before, but the common cue of leaning on your stick to create the flex and then letting it release is not a very useful skill. And the reason for that is when I put my weight forward onto the stick, I kind of get off balance and it's hard to rotate. Now, it's true that your stick does flex, but not because we necessarily lean on it like this. It's primarily because, yes, we are putting some pressure through it, but it's primarily because the puck is lagging and our hips and shoulders are opening. So this is something we call like the lag effect. And what you're doing is you're opening up, you're using your posterior and anterior oblique sling to create a slingshot movement to lead to that release. So we see the same thing in golf where, and I'm not a great golfer, but where the feet, hips, shoulders move first, and then everything lags behind. And then when a golfer makes contact, usually their shoulders and hips are already open, and then the follow through happens very naturally. It's a very similar thing in tennis where what happens is the racket lags behind and then it comes through in tennis. The top shooters in the NHL do something very similar, which is they pull the puck in and maybe they're pulling it in, maybe they're pushing it out, but their whole body rotates first and then releases. That allows for not just the flex of the stick to happen, which it does by the way, but also for the whole body, your anterior and posterior oblique slings to rotate and create stretch and then release. So you can have a much more accurate, a much more powerful, much more deceptive shot with less effort if you use this technique. Now, if you want to understand how this works, in particular, how this ties into the common cue of getting your hands out in front of you, or even not having your hands out in front of you, or how this ties into like a Matthews style release or an Eichel style release, I've put together a training in the Slingshot Shooting System, which is part of Train 2.0 Plus. And I'm going to show you exactly how to work all those things in, because the hands out cue isn't necessarily a wrong or bad cue. It just lacks nuance if you think of this lag effect. So we're going to go into that and I'll show you exactly how to think about that, how to train it from different angles. And that's part of the Train 2.0 Plus membership. So if you want to learn about that and you want to go deeper into this, click the link. If not, I hope you learned something new. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.